So, hi to all. Today we're going to talk about uh, the research question for my dissertation topic that is related to OKRs and the implementation and the current situation in the civil engineering industry. That's why today we have Ori with me to talk about this topic. So to don't be so extensive in the introduction, I will let Ori to introduce herself and just to explain what she does.
Hi, good morning. It's nice to see you guys. So I am a civil engineer specializing in structural engineer and focus on earthquake design. So right now, my main purpose in my job is modeling and design infrastructure as cooling plants or oil and gas infrastructure. So I see myself as a flexible and proactive professional. So that dedicates to deliver high quality final products and also integrate different disciplines to design to have a better design in a structural engineer.
Okay, so yeah, I started for the points that you have said. I think I will start immediately with the questions from the for related to this interview. So I would like to ask you about how do you see the overall effectiveness on the projects that you are right now working on in your company? How do you see the effectiveness is going through that?
I think that is okay. According with that topic, there are a lot of issues
Mm-hmm.
because most of times we have a lack of communication between disciplines. I am talking about with the mechanical, electrical, plumbing, process disciplines that are part of the project. So the lack of communications, mostly misunderstood in the design process, makes that the project goes so slow, very slow.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you will say that one of the main point of this problem in the into the effectiveness between departments is the lack of communication, basically
Yes.
in a global sense. Okay,
Mhm.
that's interesting because it's gonna be related to the topic that we're gonna talk today, and that I will briefly also go into, and is the next question that I want to make you that is, if you have any knowledge related to the OKR framework, uh, where I am referring to objectives and key results as an agile management tool, and if you know anything about it and its use, just yeah, what things do you know about it?
Um, I don't know much about it. Your kind of made the process more effective, but I would say that the agile strategics as make a very, how can I say it, um, a chronogram. I don't know how to say it. Chronogram, a
Yeah,
schedule.
and a
Sorry, and a
schedule.
schedule, and a schedule, and also have a meetings, a very short meetings with a purpose, with an objective for week per week. Sorry, per week. So I think that is one of the strategies to improve the efficiency of my teamwork. But nowadays I am not applying nothing the very about the good practice or um, increase the efficiency of the process of structural design or developing of new technologies in my company in the company.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, that's one of the things that are related to this interview. That is this, as you said, about scheduling, about efficiency, and about agile methodologies. And is the what is the topic about today? That is objectives and key results. This topic is related to set some clear objectives to all across the company and to all the cross check between all the departments to have an aligned objective on whether is the next step for the each of the members and each of the team members of the company to the next project or in the same project. This tool, Objectives and Key Results, tries to make in a cascade way of giving information to the general idea of what is the goal, what is the point that the each team member are going to. So all the agile tools, as there are some agile tools for scheduling like Scrum and Safe that can help with this, but all these tools can work with what is the main topic today, that is OKRs. So yeah, as you said, the efficiency in a company, it's very well needed to have some communication, very well communication, and that's one of the things that OKRs are looking for. So then, after you said this, these problems inside your company between communication and the efficiency for uh, some detail projects, I want to ask you if do you know how the objectives are measured now in your organization for each project or for the project that you're working on right now?
Okay. Talking about structural design and the process of construction of infrastructure, there are a lot of different disciplines. So, in sometimes the goal of the week is not based on of the is not based on the uh, how can I say it? It not talk about just the structural design. It talk about the the communication and the way about the whole disciplines design the project. So if I have a problem with an electrical guy, I would say that my goal as a beam design would be not clear, would be not developed at the end, because I have to wait for the electrical guy to finish their job to finish my task.
Okay.
So I think that the Scrum strategy apply, but just uh, but apply, but just for a little topic, but not for the whole project. I think that more strategies or more techniques or more new technologies or automatization or implementation of organization of the task or the time, the people, the resources are going to be better to improve the efficiency of the enterprise.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's really good to hear. So you have this sense and feeling that it will be better to apply new methodologies to help through this.
Yeah, and also starting with the education of the people, because a lot of people are very old or are very stern with learning new technologies, learning um, new ways to perform their activities to improve the efficiency, to be more, how can I say it, to be proactive. Yeah.
Okay.
So they are very old to use Excel or to use AutoCAD, even if we can use automatization with AI, with artificial intelligence,
Mm-hmm.
or project with 3D modeling that help the people to uh, waste less time to complete their task with
Mm-hmm.
education, changing
Okay.
their minds to be more friendly with the automatization. and not close their minds to study another things that are part of their jobs, but they don't want to.
Oh, okay. So into your company,
Mhm.
you see that there are not like this open mind and this openness to new, to like improve themselves or uh to have new tools, new methodologies learned by itself, and also what happens if the company wants to improve like new tools. There will be room for improvement. What do you think?
They actually they are very close because they have an old-fashioned way to do the things, and then if you want to improve the old-fashioned way, they are very close. I don't know if it's the gap of the generation of uh, fear of learning new things or mess up things, but nowadays, even if you are talking with someone that has to know more about the technology, the new programs, the plugins, they don't are open to new things.
Okay. Do you think that affects the effectiveness of the projects that you're working?
Of course, because they they spend a lot of their time to do a task that they could do in I don't know in another software. For instance, they spend a lot of time drawing a house in AutoCAD, but you can draw the same house on Revit faster in less of time and with a lot of new tools, new things that helps not the guys that draw, that helps also the guys that calculate the house, help the guys of the budget, help the guys of the electrical thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, talking about this and about new tools and efficiency. I want to know your opinion about what I talked before about this OKR framework. That basically what it tries to do, the objectives and key results, is to have regulators to achieve goals. And one of the things that suggests is to improve the knowledge in different aspects of each company. It doesn't matter which industry is it. In this case, for construction, it will be also like a way of setting clear objectives to learn new tools. Like let's say as an example that people can say as an objective of this 3 months, 10 people into the company has to learn how to design in Revit, or to use AI, or to think about AI in into the company. So my question from this all this theory that I'm stating is that if you can see that this will affect positively to your company and to the projects that are going into there, and if what is your feeling and your opinion about this? If you feel that if people will have objectives, clear objectives of where to go, that will be something that will help the company overall.
I would say that that what you say that we can train 10 people of the company, the ones that are open mind to new about the OKR alternatives about are talking about, it would be very helpful because with the example of the behavior of these people for learning new things are going to help the old-fashioned ones that are not receptive to new to earn more knowledge. Yeah. And also people make clear with the task, with the objectives per week, per month, per task, but every single day we have a little issues, a little changes that at the end of the week we see that our task, our objective are not completed at all because we have changed. every single day. So I think that the main thing to propose uh, a goal at the end of the week, at the end of the month, uh, can be measure the efficiency, measure the change, and put deadlines to every single task that the people are doing. So I think that it's the way to complete a 60%, a 70% of the task, of the work that the people are doing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. It's as you say, it's a way of having at the end you will have a result and you can measure
Mhm.
the result. Yeah.
Even if the result is not 100% complete, it's okay to have a 60%, a 70%. But at the end of the week, at the end of the month, we have a little something to show, not just problems.
Okay. Interesting. And yeah, and this what you're saying is also related to uh somehow a way of management methodologies, and all the discussion that we had today are somehow linked to management. So this is my next question, that from your perspective, because as you said, construction industry is really, well, it's very old-fashioned in
Yes,
every sense.
yes.
So from this study that I'm making, the feeling is that civil engineering is lacking of uh, management methodologies, new management methodologies. So, what is your feeling about that? Will you think that it's important to be aware of the management methodologies, or is not really important into the construction industry at the moment?
I think that it's very important to have these abilities of management, but with a base of knowledge. Because some guys in the construction industry are very focused engineer in one task. I mean, they are only know, uh, say, I know how to design buildings, I know how to design foundation, I know how to design bridge, but no more. Yeah. So if they want to be a manager or manage a team, they have to also improve their knowledge in taking a course and master degree about management direction, but with this base of knowledge. I think that is going to be I don't know, is part of the personality of the guy, of the person that going to manage a team. But I think that it's very important to have this skill, but with a base of knowledge about the project that you are going to manage. I mean, if you are part of the building of the bridge, the manager have to know how how to build a bridge. Yeah,
Yeah.
first of all. I think that some of the engineers are very accepting with the management tools because most of their managers are not civil engineers, are not electrical engineers. Those guys don't know how to, I don't know, program transformer for electrical thing. They don't know how to construct a foundation for a building. Yeah. So they proposed very, I don't know, very delusional times to deliver the the they don't know the design to deliver the plan because they don't know the process. But if a manager know the process, it would be awesome and make trustful their management.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's very, yeah, that's something interesting that you really said, is this lack of communication that exists between corporate management in construction industry. That's something that you said, that sometimes the managers from the construction managers don't know about construction, and that's a big
Yeah,
problem.
yeah,
Also,
they are not engineers. They know a lot of finance. They know a lot of law, but about construction,
yeah,
just a basic thing they don't know. So the
yeah.
engineer don't trust the manager. Don't tell them how is the how, don't tell them the problem. Don't
Hmm.
tell them how they are feeling.
Hmm. Yes, yeah, I totally understand. And then there's another question that goes into my mind now to you about that is that if that's a problem right now, that the corporate management and then the civil engineers, the communication is so uptight right now, it's not working well. Do you think that in putting new tools as the one that we're talking today, it's is will be a good idea, or it will be a better idea to first improve communication?
I think that the communication is broken. But if you put new tools to save as a testimony of information, it would be very helpful. Yeah, because sometimes with the no, with the day to day of work, I am communicating with you as a manager, and you don't understand me, and then forgot in your mind because you have a lot of things to think, a lot of things to do. Uh, it's very useful to have a tool that saves the communication and has a I don't know, I don't know how to say it, but has a tracking
Mm-hmm.
about the developing of the process of the project.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say you at the beginning I told you this, and then in the process we have these issues. So that's why I am not giving you the task that you tell me that you told me.
Yeah.
Even if the communicate, even if I am not talking with you, I have this resource. Even if you don't understand me, you can check it on Google. You check it on the files, the things that I am telling to you. And also, if you are not capable to, I don't know, not capable is wrong to say that. If you are not, if you have not, if you don't have the knowledge about the project, you can have a research. You can do a research about it
Mm-hmm.
to
Yes.
understand me if you have the information there.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's something that uh, definitely makes a difference in a project and in a company. And that's that's also something that I feel that is lacking in the construction industry right now. And that's why this topic that I'm researching, it's a tool that search that to link the communication and to try to somehow mix mix communication with efficiency and with project delivery in a same way, in a same path. So about all the things that we talk about, all the few things that we were discussing about this tool, OKR, uh, do you think that it can be somehow linked with the civil engineer industry in a close moment, in like in the near, or do you think it will take a really long time if someone decides to implement it?
A new tool that you have to plant in a company or in a teamwork always take time because the people that form part of the team are very different one of each other. A lot of them are skeptic about these new tools. A lot of them even don't care, and a very few percentage are interested to develop a better ways to um, to work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think there are, I think, 3 points that are important to give the people, to empower them to improve their professional behavior. First, socializing the new tool. Show them the advantage, show them how it could help them to develop a better job. Then education. How can I use it?
Mm-hmm.
In which part of the project I have to use this, and why? And
Yeah.
then be constant, not give up. Just at the first week, nobody do nothing. So the next week, I don't even check it. No, every single week you have to be constant, and then the people realize that it's good, and also they can give you a feedback. Also do feedback meetings, one-to-one meetings with the team, talking about how these OKR are helping the team to improve the individual team, the organization, measure the tasks, the goals, etc. Give you a feedback, and also you have to give them a feedback about the their behavior.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think that it could be very useful, as part of a company, as part of an institution, every single thing takes time. It's not gonna happen the so fast. I think that it could take 6 months, maybe a year.
Yeah. 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 The this tool, the OKR tool, theoretically is applied for a period of time of 5 years. If you
Of
apply,
course.
yeah, you have to be aware that there will be a process of 5 years where you have to be
Mm-hmm.
patient and yeah, and like applying it and having some important dots where you can see if it's fitting or not, if it's not fitting the company. That can also happen that you apply a tool and it doesn't work. But yeah, that's how the management tools and the agile tools are looking for being applied into different companies. So with all this being said, and with you have already told me a little bit of what is your feeling in the project management situation right now in your company and in the civil engineering industry at all. But I would like to have like a very grasp and big opinion from you about how do you see the current situation of project management at all in the construction industry, not just referring to the civil engineering part and into your company, but at all in all the experience that you have had before about construction industry. How is the project management dealing in now
Okay.
currently?
Yeah. As I told you, most of the managers are not familiarized with the jobs that the engineers or the job that the people are doing in the project. They are just focused in the management and what the client wants.
Hmm.
So in most cases, the client asks for things that are not available for the project.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those people don't understand that, and then ask the technicals that you have to do that for yesterday, I don't know, for Monday, for a week. And the people said, we don't know how to do that. So I think that's the main problem. They don't understand the project at all. They don't check all the files, and also they don't talk with the whole team. They just talk with the bosses.
Yeah.
So they told the bosses, "Hey boss, you have to do that, blah blah blah," and told your team about. And the boss have to do a lot of things and don't have the time to socialize the issues, to socialize what the client wants. So that's why most of the time people don't achieve their goals per week, per month. or delivered the 60% of the project and has a lot of issues.
Yeah.
I think that is the main problem. Gen, for general, for say it general in general.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the things that came to my mind when I started doing this research. That yeah, um, dealing with project management in the civil engineering and the construction industry at all. It's there's a lot of problems in communication and in understandableness of the situation because there's a lot of places where if the people are not well studied, they can have problems and they can have issues knowing what is the project about, what is the topic about, what is even the theory about. And that's one of the problems. And yeah, that's what it's what I this research question is trying to see if OKRs can help with uh, that problem, with that lacking of communication and lacking of a very specific point and route of where are we going as a project or as a company, and how we are doing it, and what are we really doing.
That's
So
nice.
yeah, so don't be lost. So yeah, that was all from my side. That was all the questions that I have for you. Um, I would like to know if there's any questions from your side about I'm doing, what is about this research question, about OKRs, whatever.
Yeah, I would like more about the OQR alternatives because it's new for me. I am not
Hmm.
familiarized with this OKR. I'm just hear about that, but I am not sure about what it's talking about and how can I implement the OKR in the company or in my daily life with a little achievement.
Yeah, yeah. That's the pretty cool thing about OKRs is that it can be applied in whatever you want, from like your daily life to a company part. The thing and the theory of this is that you state clearly objectives that are aligned with key results, and theoretically speaking, for companies mostly, the key results have to be done by from 3 to 5 key results. The key results are going to be activities that you will do to fit the objective, and the key results have to be quantifiable. That means that you have to give a number to this. As an example, um, uh, the project, as an example, a key result can be the project at the end of the month has to be done at 70%, as an example. This is going to be the activity that will fit an higher objective, and then the objective, it's somehow it has to be qualitative, so it has to give an qualitative support to a goal at all. Let's say that your goal is to improve uh, efficiency into the project. So then you can state an objective under that. So if I want to be more efficient in the overall project, I will make the objectives then. So let's say that my objective has to be qualitative, so I have to grade it. So it can be graded and scored from numbers from 1 to 5 or 1 to 10. And I will say that my objective is to uh, end end the project with a satisfaction rate of all the clients involved. Yeah, sounds very very superficial, but that's the point of the objective. It doesn't have to be really specific. The things that are going to be specific are the key results that are going to be under to that. So I will give you another example to be more clear. Let me just search for one that I have here. that is gonna be for, yeah, for a company of like for a civil engineering company. Let me search it. I have it around here. Um, no, where is it? Wait me a bit. Here is, let's say, let's say that this construction is for a construction industry, and you said that your objective is to improve safety measures to reduce accidents at construction sites. That's going to be your objective, and you can establish that it's going to be for a period of time. You can you can choose which period of time you will take. And this objective will have key results. It's recommended to have 1 to 5 key results. So in this example, I have 3 key results. That one is going to be to lower the number of safety incidents by 50% in the next 6 months. That's the first key result. Then the second key result is going to be implement advanced safety trainings for 85 of the workforce by the next quarter. And then the third key result it's going to be ensure 90% of the projects comply with safety regulations within the next 3 months. So this way, the key results are going to be the ones that are going to uh, align your activities and they're going to make you focus on what is has to be done so the objective can be achieved.
Okay. Let's say one thing. I imagine that before, no, no, yeah, I imagine that before you make these things, you first measure what the team are doing.
Yeah.
So if you measure what the team efficiency before you implement the task, the objective, and the key results, I think that it would be better and useful. And also ask the team about, I don't know, their results.
Hmm.
You can ask one of them according with the objective, according with the key result. How do you see yourself in this process? Yeah,
Yeah.
you see yourself, you are a five, you are a one, and why you are a one, why you are a five. Can you show me your job, your work? Okay, so you design this, you talk with those people. Okay, you are a five. And maybe you could be more than, so let me give you a feedback.
Yeah, that's the great part of the OKRs is that that's what they like when you do all the framework, when you apply all the framework, what you do in OKRs is that you grade the team feeling. There's something that is the confidence team, and then the objective. So at the end of a quarter in a fiscal year talking, in the end of the quarter, all the team gathers and everyone
Um,
gives feedback about the objectives and the key
mhm,
results. So also
nice.
you give grade to it. So you say, okay, let's talk about this objective that I talked before. How do you will grade it? How well we did it this quarter? And everyone will say, okay, I give 4. Okay, the other one will give 3, and then you get an average, and then you will have a punctuation for each objective, and then you will ask the team how does it feel with the efficiency of that OKR that was done, and then will be another grade, and then you will have two different grades that is going to be one for the objective and one for the team, and then you can compare and talk as a team and see if it's working and if it's not. Yeah, that's something that is pretty interesting, but it's
Yeah,
more,
nice.
yeah, it's more deep into the OKR framework when you apply it in all the departments and in all the company.
And you make the team more involved in the process, so everybody feel included.
Yes, that's, I hope that's something for the future of construction industry. But
Yeah, I hope so. So
yeah,
what do you say to, I don't know, what do you say to a boss that told you, writing, I love writing this thing. Organizing does this meeting and talking with a lot of people. Um, quit me time because I have a lot of things to do and I don't have time for that. So in,
Then
instead
it
of
wouldn't
you are
work.
doing all of these things, you instead you are writing all of these tasks. You are calculating all of these things. You have to work.
Yeah.
What do you say to that guy?
But
To
then
to to I don't know, to convince him to make this process, because everybody knows that this process help and make the people involved and make the people useful.
mhm,
Not just work, 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 and you don't finish your task. I don't know why, but you are not efficient.
yeah.
So what do you say
Then
to that guy?
well, that's a hard question because that's a bad way of management. If that person says
Yeah,
that to
no.
you, it's a bad way of management. But what you can ask is first, if that person is telling you that you are not efficient, first data. Where are you coming with that from? If you are not feeling that I'm efficient, okay, let's do numbers and let's see how efficient I am or the team is. And if you have the feeling that this tool is not working, okay, give me the data. Where's the data come from? But when you come with something with data, when you come with real uh, real numbers, then the situation is different. And if then this person or this manager doesn't want to talk with data, then it's a bad manager. And that's a problem that exists in a lot of industries and mostly in construction industry. But
Yeah,
that's the part of trying to see that the people that are going to be the next managers are aware of these tools, are aware of these new methodologies, and
yeah.
that at some
You know,
point you are on that point of being a manager, being open to know that there are more ways of, yeah,
not just the old-fashioned way that you have to work 12 hours a day and
yeah,
not more.
yeah,
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Let's
yes.
go, new generation.
But yeah, then
Yes.
thank you so much, Oriana, for this interview, for this talk. It was really nice to have your input and to see all the things that are going on into your company and into the way that you're seeing it. It was a pleasure to have this interview. I will this will be in my dissertation, and it will help me a lot with my research question. And of course, you I will send it to you afterwards when I finish it. I will send you the dissertation and everything so you can read it and see, yeah, your support.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure too, Fernando. I wish you the best and a lot of success in your dissertation and in your job. You are going to be the best manager.